most of the other cops here, like especially like the white. What me personally, I've been blessed. I haven't really had too many negative experiences with the police, but everybody I know firsthand has, and then we all see what goes on. But like, did you feel like the OPD as a whole even didn't even affect y'all like that? Or?
Yeah, that's a fair question. So when I was policing, I was in Georgia. I was in Savannah, Georgia. I had joined the military fresh out of college. Well, not fresh out of college, but after college, and that took me to Georgia. And then after my military, I became a police officer in Georgia. And man, talking to people, we would have these conversations, man, because I've always been about that education piece and just learning. And man, when I would talk to people, it wasn't that they wanted to harm people. And this is just me speaking real. People are scared, man. People are in fear. So not only are the law enforcement officers in fear, but the public, the citizens are in fear, right? So a lot of people don't know how to handle that fear. So I attribute it to how I like to tell people is like, it's like somebody growing up in Millard that's never been in a fight, never been in an argument, never had any type of crazy situation that they lived in. They grew up in a big house, 5 bedroom, 3 baths, and they had friends and they tried marijuana and it was fun and they drunk with their parents and different things like that, right? That's a different upbringing. Mm-hmm. So you take that person and you plant them in North Omaha, right? In a precinct that's heavily cultured, it's urban, right? And you put that person in North Omaha and you say, all right, you got the training, you are a police officer, you're certified, now go police. Exactly, yeah. But guess what you haven't trained to? You haven't trained to that culture, right? So now I pull you over and you just speaking your culture. You like, man, this is what it is, bro. I ain't done nothing to you, X, Y, Z. Why you pulling me over?
They don't know what's going on.
They don't know how to handle that.
Scared.
Right? So that first reaction, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just explaining what I've seen and what I know. First reaction is I'm about to grab what I know that's gonna protect me. Whether it's a taser, whether it's my firearm, right? And I'm gonna draw it. And that's where everything goes wrong. So one, you got a cultural imbalance, right? And you haven't trained to that diversity piece, right? So, and then when you take it a step further and say, okay, we train to the diversity piece, but now you have to train the fear. So, like I said, if I have never been punched before, and I've never punched nobody before in a real life setting, and I've never been in an altercation, I've never been in a situation that's detrimental, how do you handle that?
Exactly.
You see what I mean?